Howdy there, gamers. Now the newest Fortnite movie has been released, and I can't lie, it was pretty good. The film is very good for many reasons. One of those reasons being that they finally give an accurate, great representation of YouTubers. Because if you don't know, the Riddler in this movie, he's basically like me, except he's a psychopath because he films in portrait mode. Yeah, the entire movie is basically Batman trying to find this YouTuber who films in portrait mode to bring him to fucking justice. He should, you know, that is very respectable. So I hope everybody who films in fucking portrait mode learns a lesson from this film, because if it was my choice, I'd have you all locked up, which is what Batman does in the end. He locks up the bad guy who films in portrait mode. Most disgusting acts that he committed. So yeah, other than that great representation of content creators, there's some other good stuff in the film as well, like the plot. It's very confusing because, you know, Batman doesn't go around fighting people in this movie. He does more detective work and actual, like, fucking beating the shit out of people. When he does beat the shit out of people, he really doesn't hold back. He goes hard as fuck, you know? This man doesn't have demons. Demons have him. There's a scene where this guy is lying on the floor, he's been taken out, but Batman, he punches him about 10 times, like, bro, calm down. This man is not getting back up, alright? Just stop.
He's already dead.
If you're not a big brain intellectual like myself, you'll probably have a hard time following the plot. I'll try and explain what happens in the film. I'm going to be touching on spoilers, okay? So if you haven't seen this, the film's been out for a week. Go fucking watch it, alright? So yeah, the film starts out, and it starts out in this dude's house. He's like the mayor of Gotham, and he's watching TV. In the corner of his room, the fucking Riddler's just standing there, fucking goofy as fuck. I don't know why, but every time this guy showed up throughout the film, me and my mate just started pissing ourselves. It's so fucking funny. He looks goofy as fuck.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I don't even know why. It's so bad. Throughout the entire film, every time the Riddler showed up, I just couldn't help myself but fucking laugh. He's just such a goofball. It's so out of place. I don't know why. Yeah, anyway, then the Riddler just beats the living fuck out of the man. Obviously, he dies. Then over his dead body, he gets on top. He mounts the mayor, just starts like putting sellotape over his face. That's the opening. Did put me off my tanfastics a little bit though, not gonna lie. Yeah, anyway, after the murder, his body is found, and the Batman is called in because there was a little letter left for him. Actually, the Batman opens it, and then he goes on like a little goose chase to try and find this guy. They're finding all of the like corrupt cops, but they keep getting killed by the Riddler. You know, the plot is very confusing. It's a 3-hour-long film. I think we'd be here for too long if I explained the whole thing, so I'm just gonna explain some of the stuff I liked, alright? I really liked Catwoman in this film. Yeah, she was pretty good in it. It wasn't like my favourite part of the movie, but you know, it was one of them. If you're wondering why, like, obviously, you know, she was like a very complex character that was, you know, really explored in a really interesting and sort of complex way. The actress also prepared for the role by drinking milk like a cat, so, you know, I do have a few pictures of her doing that for like research around the movie for making this video, of course. The actress was very good in the role as well. I think she should be cast in more movies. I think like all of the movies would be good, like all of the movies from now on. That would be pretty good. Yeah, do that, Hollywood. Usually there's other characters in the movie, but you know, Catwoman just really grabbed my attention. Okay, let me talk about Batman real quick. Actually, Batman and Bruce Wayne in this movie is played by Robert Pattinson, who I would say in this movie is like the second hottest actor in the movie. Actually, second to the guy who plays Riddler, of course. Yeah, Robert Pattinson's Batman, he's kind of weird, he's kind of extroverted, he is awkward as fuck. There's a scene where he's just Bruce Wayne and he goes to like this funeral. Bruce Wayne doesn't say anything to anyone, he just fucking awkwardly stands by people, stares at them. This motherfucker has no social skills at all. He barely says anything in the movie. Like when he's Batman, it's cool, but when it's Bruce Wayne, it's weird as fuck. I also have to say that like times in this movie, people just act mentally disabled for no reason at all. Like Batman will go from being like a big brain and solving like fucking riddles and shit, but then he'll act like a complete dumbass. There's a scene where the Riddler's like talking to Batman on a computer. It's like, I'm going to kill a rich orphan as my next victim. And he's like, I wonder who fucking that could be. They have to go to an orphanage to try and find out. Like, could you not figure out that it's fucking Bruce Wayne, the only rich orphan in Gotham? And then what makes it worse, Alfred is sitting at home alone and he gets a little parcel. He opens it. He hears that there's like a tick on it. He opens it. He sees that there's like a letter to the Batman. It says fucking fireproof on it. The little box is ticking. It takes him until it's about to explode. Fucking throw it away. how fucking retarded do you have to be to not instantly go like, oh yeah, that's clearly a bomb? Bro, you're fucking Alfred, come on, man. And like, how do people not figure out Bruce Wayne is Batman? Because, you know, Batman shows up at every fucking crime scene the Riddler kills someone at, except one where he attacks Bruce Wayne, you know? They also say that this Bruce Wayne is like a massive piece of shit. Alfred is in a coma. He's been in a coma for about a week or so after, you know, being fucking blown up. Wakes up, Bruce is there. He's waiting with him. You know, he could say, oh, you're right. Instantly comes out of a coma. You fucking lied to me. Just calm down. He's just got out of a coma, bro. Come on, mate. Feels so bad for the Alfred in this movie because he gets treated so badly. Even before he gets blown up, he's walking around with a walking stick, so he's a cripple, basically. And even then, Bruce is a piece of shit to him. Like, he doesn't cut him any slack at all. Alfred is out here trying his hardest, you know, sweating his balls off doing Bruce's paperwork and making him like lobster and berries and shit. Bruce is just like, no, go fuck yourself, mate. It's actually so sad. Alfred deserves so much better. Maybe he needs Christian Bale's Batman. Maybe you should just go to him.
You're a fucking ugly bitch. I want to stab you to death and then play around with your blood.
There wasn't really much that I disliked about the film. Like, these days when I watch a film, there's always like a scene, a character delivers like one of the most awful lines I've ever heard, which completely pulls me out of the movie. But in Spider-Man, Doctor Strange just randomly says the worst fucking line I've ever heard in my life. It instantly makes me want to fucking shoot myself.
So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
This film, they didn't have anything like that. No, it was serious all the way through. It was a consistent tone, and I quite liked that. I feel like today a lot of people make movies for pussies, you know? I've seen a lot of people go like, oh, I don't like dark movies because I like to enjoy myself when I go to the cinema. If you want light-hearted shit, watch CBeebies. You fucking pussy. Batman's a pretty dark character. I mean, what were you expecting? I mean, Gotham's always been a shithole. It's not going to be a pleasant experience, you know? I do like how in this Batman movie, Gotham feels like its own city. I always thought it was weird how in The Dark Knight, it's quite clearly Chicago with like a pretty grey filter on it. But in this movie, it's not any city. It's completely different sets. It's just small little details, and the cinematography around Gotham, it's always in the dark. So it is a massive fucking shithole. You can tell every time you see a shot of Gotham. Yep, this place is a shithole. They really wanted Gotham to feel like an actual shithole for once, which is why I think it was a good thing that they filmed in Manchester. That's what I think this Batman movie has the edge over other Batman movies, because in The Dark Knight, establishing shots over Gotham, you could slap them in like any other movie, and it'd just be taking place in like a nice city. It's a small change to build shots of the city from scratch. I really liked it, because I think it really added to them building the tone throughout the movie that they wanted to stick to. And, just keep creaming over some of these shots. So, you know, I'm going like full fucking film fanboy here. At the movie, there were just some beautiful shots. I thought the music in the film was really well done as well. That also, once again, fits into the film really nicely. The soundtrack throughout the film starts out very low-tempered, slowly builds up, similarly to how the character of Batman sort of works in the shadows and then comes out. It's more of a subtle soundtrack rather than just like throwing a bunch of loud noises at you. A lot of superhero films kind of do today. Though I liked the, you know, film as a whole, at the very end, there's a scene, it's the Joker in it. In all honesty, I don't think needed to be there. Try and make Joker a mysterious character. It's like, as soon as he starts talking, you instantly know who it is. And you just start thinking, oh, why is he here? It just feels really out of place from the rest of the film. I think out of a 3-hour movie, the scene as a whole could have just been taken out. And it's really weird. I feel like it wasn't the director's choice to have it in there. It just does feel very out of place. Just sort of going like, oh, there's going to be a sequel. The Joker's going to be in it. That's sort of what it feels like. If it was an end credits scene, I would have been alright with it, I guess. The Joker got for the scene sounds so shit, I'm not gonna lie. This isn't like bargain bin Joker. This is like a Turkish market car boot sale second-hand fucking Joker. Anyway, gamers, thanks for coming along to listen to me waffling about the Batman for a while. But anyway, I'll see you later, gamers. Farewell.